Hi guys, I felt it was time for a vlog just so everyone's clear on where the videos have been, why I've delayed them so much, you know, the usual kind of thing, and what's kind of going through my head as far as future videos are concerned. And I forgot to turn off the speaker. Hang on. It's horribly unprofessional of me, and I do apologize. I'm sure the door will open or the phone will ring, because, you know, that's prone to happen when I do a vlog. I can't do it normally. Something will go wrong. It will always go wrong. But anyway, where was I? Yeah, just other things playing through my head. You know, it's just, I have a lot of things going on in my head, and I've been silent for a while now, so I figured it's probably a good time. You've seen the Scott McNeil videos that I've been posting recently. That's mostly to fill time, because it's been a long time since I posted any videos. If you haven't given those a watch, go ahead. Even if you're here for the Transformers, even if you're here for the Kamen Rider, he's just a really funny guy. I mean, it's capturing pure insanity in video form in a way that I could never hope to reach. I'm really proud to be able to bring those videos to you guys and have such high quality footage of him at his best. So it's definitely worth a watch if you hadn't yet. As per tradition with my vlogs, boxes came in. So I'm going to go ahead and open up the boxes here. These are all from HasbroToyShop, which just delivered a box a couple of days ago, which was my Generations Red Alert and Soundwave. So finally checked those off my list, and now this isn't going to work. This isn't going to work very well. There's tape right over the delivery address, so I'm just going to have to be careful about this one. And I want you guys to really see just, like, I like HasbroToyShop, don't get me wrong. Customer service is actually fairly good for them. The problems I've ever had with them have been cleared up rather peacefully. That's not always the case. I had a friend that went through hell with them, but that's, you know, it's a hit or miss thing. I've never had a problem with them. But sometimes they just do these really stupid things. Like, let's take a look what's inside this box, because I ordered 6 deluxes from them at the same time. They were supposed to come in at the same time to their shop, so they were all supposed to ship on the 25th. Now, they all shipped before the 25th, strangely enough, so... But they all shipped on different days. I had one... What by them, I mean, I ordered 6 toys. They were all supposed to arrive at the same time. They shipped them in 3 separate boxes. I can't begin to figure out how that is cost effective for them, because I only paid for 1 big box. So, now, I get to open these up and see what is going on with these. This box happens to be my Terra Dive, which this is the first one I've ever seen in person. Have not found it anywhere around here. And Hot Fuzz is on TV, so I'm gonna have to really wrap this up fast, because I don't like missing that movie. And there is my Tomahawk. I love seeing these at BotCon. The privilege of being one of the first ones to see them, and now they are here. But something I want you guys to pay attention to. Here's box number 2. As saying the other one came a couple days ago, and this is about as big as that box was. Still sitting over here in my junk pile of boxes, which that one has now joined. But, anyway, here's the 3rd box they sent me. It's a little bit bigger. I don't know why. I didn't order anything else. So unless I won some free prize giveaway for like a Battle Ops Bumblebee or something, or if I'm just so internet famous now, they just send me crap for free on surprise. I don't know. Because if there's... It's almost like this is the box they dug out to ship off all 6 at the same time, and then just went, screw it, we're only opening 1 case at a time, so we'll just send it as we open it up. So, I am sincerely hoping there's a reason for this. Since, like, I refuse to believe, which I'm sure I'm about to be proven horribly mistaken. Tape tried to attack me. Did you see that? I don't know if it came up on camera. We open this up, massive, massive wad of paper. Paper, 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 paper. This is like if you rip the intestinal tract out of a tree. This is paper, paper, paper. 2 deluxes. See, I could fit both of the box the other 2 came in this one and still have room for the 2 that they just sent me. I have never seen a shipping... I've never had a box shipped to me this inept. This was the dumbest thing I have ever seen. And all of that, and these... If I was a mint and box collector, I'd be pissed, because the ones that came in this giant box with all that paper came in worse shape than the ones that were in the tiny little airtight box. But we see we have Blur, Generations. Really mixed feelings about it, because I really don't think Blur should be an Earth car ever, but I'll take it. It looks neat. I like that drift mold better than I thought. And good... Oh, jeez. Dirge. But... I don't know if you can see this, but this thing is so horribly mistransformed in package. I'd never take this off the toy shelf like this. I'd be worried that it was broken. You see how bent that is? Jeez. It's like they just... It's just like they set it in the bubble and beat it into position. That's terrible. That's awful. If this thing is broken, okay, this video is now my proof. You saw me open it. I did not prepare this. These literally came in like 5 minutes ago. So this is not something I prepared to be funny. This is my proof that this screwed up somehow. And I'll edit them. I'll take them out once I've got this video on the computer, and I'll add like a little annotation if the dirge was broken, 'cause that's horrible. It's absolutely terrible. How did they even do that? How did that even work? Like, I can see like in the bubble where where everything is supposed to fit in, and they didn't shove it in. God, that's terrible. I'd be too worried about it being broken. I'd never take that off a toy shelf. Okay, so that is those are my adventures with Hasbro Toy Shop. Now, I don't know why they're... Hang on, wait a minute. Hang on. What the hell? Okay, things are getting a little weirder now. Here, take a look at the top. See how it normally has that warning, small parts, not for children under 3 and all that? Well, apparently, my Terror Dive doesn't have parts that can be choked on. Apparently, all of the parts of this Terror Dive are made with sweet, sugary candy. I don't know. Why did they do that? Why did they sticker that off? I thought you legally needed to have that on a toy package. Warning, choking hazard, small parts, not small part. God, this shipment gets weirder and weirder the more I examine it. It's weird enough having dirge folded in half. Now we get the warnings labeled off. Dumb enough. I mean, I don't understand why they would be so dumb as to ship 3 different boxes. And it gets worse. Someone on Twitter told me that they bought 3 deluxes and they were getting each individual one in its own individual box. And I'm sure one of those boxes will be as big as this thing. This is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. Whoever's in the packaging department of at Hasbro Toy Shop needs to be fired, because they are wasting a ton of the company's money on this. Wow, I did not expect that to be the adventure that it was. I usually open up boxes just to have something to, like, kill time during a video while I ramble, but, my god. That is so weird. Okay, so what else? Yeah, screw it. I need to see if this dirge is okay. So, no annotation now. What else? Everyone, I love that everyone's asking for more TJTV episodes, because it's really hard to tell whether or not that series is taking off the way I wanted it to. I really want that to be, like, the new major thing for the channel, even though I can't post it on YouTube. Don't ever ask me to do that. I won't. It's really hard for me to gauge popularity of that series, so I'm really hoping it goes somewhere eventually, which I'm waiting to hear back on. It's been like 3 weeks since I've been waiting on a certain email for 3 weeks now, and nothing yet, so I'm starting to really freak out. They always send a reply. Of course, few of you know what I'm talking about, so it doesn't really matter. But that's one reason why I haven't been posting TJTV, is because I've been so nervous over the email. I haven't gotten anything done, and now that it's taken so long, I'm too agitated over the missing email. So it's one thing or it's another. But whenever I go silent for like a week and a half or something and I don't post any new videos, just assume there are reasons. I love posting videos for you guys. I love producing them. I love, like, screwing around with my editors and just making entertainment in general for everyone to laugh at and enjoy. If I'm not posting videos, please assume that there is something more important than a few toy reviews going on in life. Okay, hang on. Let me see. And he seems okay. We're good. As soon as I say that, I expect it to fall apart in my hands. But I have been waiting so much on this toy. It's amazing, because this is the 7th time I have bought this mold. That is the reason why it was on my top 10 of the decade under Skywarp. It's just because it is such a good toy. It is so well designed, so well produced. It's not just the fact that, oh, Seeker, gotta catch them all. I honestly really enjoy the mold. I really enjoy the toy. So I'm very eager to buy them whenever they come up. I'm very eager for the Club Ramjet. I am hoping one day for the release of a official Thundercracker, though how they will accomplish that, I have no idea. See, I'm ready too. I've got my Rust and I got my Ramjet already. So, yeah, to make con heads. All 3. Small things make me happy. It's just such a good mold. 7 times over. I can't believe I bought it that many times, but there it is. I did. Oh well. Anyway, also one thing I want everyone to be clear on. Most of you have gotten it, some have not. TJTV isn't just about the series I hate. I mean, don't get me wrong. Nostalgia Critic, Angry Video Game Nerd, I know they have popularized this style of review where you just bash on the things you find really bad. I find humor in a lot of things, good and bad, and honestly, it's more of a challenge to review something that's good, but it's also more rewarding, which is why I do reviews like Thundercats, WMAC Masters, because I honestly like those shows. Even when I have issues with the shows like Conan the Adventurer, I still mark it as a positive review because I like the show. I think it was a good cartoon. So don't get overexaggerated. Like I have Beast Wars and Reboot in the opening. I love those shows. I absolutely love Beast Wars. Just because I put it in the opening doesn't mean I hate it. Fact is, it's probably in the opening because I didn't have any other better video clips. But that's here and there. I've got a lot of suggestions for TJTV. I really wanted to show you In fact, it's right here, so I will go ahead and show you. Like, my cone heads are blocking it. I'm sitting on it. My ever trustworthy clipboard, which you've seen in several videos. I use it as a prop. This really is my work board of sorts. It's always by the desk. Whenever I get an idea, I grab it, I jot it down, because it's faster than opening up Notepad and typing it out. And I want you to see this. I want you to see... You see that list? Those are all episodes I've had in mind for TJTV. Now, most of those come out of my head. A lot of them were suggested to me. They take various forms in my brain, how I'm going to review it, if it's good or bad. But these are basically every cartoon and kid show I could remember from childhood, or ones that were suggested to me that totally got lost. That's how many ideas I've got. Now, you can't always find them. They weren't on DVD, there aren't digital copies, you can't find them on YouTube. Things like Voltron's CG cartoon in the 90s. Oh, how I would love to rip into that. I cannot because, well, it's not there. It just doesn't exist anymore. There's no DVD, there's no home release. I'd have to wait for someone who VHS recorded it, and it's a cartoon of such horrible quality, I don't think anyone would have. Of course, I would say the same thing about like Laser Tag Academy, but someone did, which is how I could review it in the first place. Still one of the worst cartoons I've ever seen, despite all those that I've seen for TJTV. So it varies whether or not I can do a show or not. You know, sometimes it's not just, do I remember it or not? It's also, is it available? Is there any way for me to actually physically do it? Sometimes there's not. Kind of heartbreaking. But it is what it is. Obviously, I'm not at a lack of material. That being said, I love hearing what you guys think. Not only because every now and then you guys do remember a show that I have not seen. Or I don't remember, I should say, because that is a criteria of TJTV. I have to have seen it. I have to have childhood memories to draw on. Mostly because I'm not watching some 52-episode cartoon just for a 15-20 minute review. Not productive. So, but every now and then you guys do come up with ones that I don't remember offhand. I would if my brain gets jogged. I love the obscure things too. The ones that I love reviewing things that people remember, but they don't quite remember the name. That's what WMAC Masters was. Everyone could remember this Saturday morning karate show, like Mortal Kombat. You know, there's this guy with this big metal arm thing, but no one could remember the name. So I had people going, "Oh, that one!" Which that's the reaction I want to have for every episode. But I've got more in the works. I'm writing the next one now, and for my Transformer people, this one will be great. This one will be perfect for you. It's not a Transformer series, but you are still going to be the most interested in this. So I really want to hear from you guys after I do it. Also, it's probably going to go to like a bi-weekly schedule. Don't get used to, through September, through September and, a little before and a little after, I got this big streak of videos out. That's really hard to do. I'm not prepared to do it yet. Not if I'm going to keep up with other videos of other toy reviews, Kamen Riders, whatever it is. I would have to dump all of that if TJTV were to go weekly. That's how much effort goes into every episode. That's why things like Plastic Addict got pushed to the back burner as far as it could. I very rarely even posted a vlog at the time. So I try to do everything, but I'm only one man. There's only so much I can handle, and until I can get more used to that kind of schedule, we're not going to see TJTV that often. So I'm thinking bi-weekly. I want to get it scheduled to where, like, every other Friday or something, like every other Thursday or something like that. You can count on the new episode being up. I really want to get it to that point. If that's the case, I will put something else bi-weekly to counter it. So, like, that bad toy review show I used to do. I just noticed it's been like almost 5 months since the last Plastic Addict, and so I'm going to have to change that. I really feel it's time. ugh. So those two might go counter to each other. We'll see. That's the plan anyway. To eventually have, like, every Thursday, it's either a Plastic Addict or a TJTV, and you guys can tune in and make sure, ooh, you have something to wait for, and you know when to expect it. I like that. But that's into TJTV, that's into my Transformery reviews. Also, for the TJTV website, just something else. I would need something else to kind of buy time in between episodes, because I really want that website to be a little bit more independent from my YouTube channel. So, there's sketches I've had in mind, various things. Two things crossed my mind. Would you guys want to see commentaries on TJTV episodes? Because there were some that were absolute nightmares, and there are some, like WMAC Masters, where I've gotten a lot of questions about why didn't you do this and that. I really would like to have that kind of venue to respond to it. If I do that, it's going to be exclusive to the TJTV website. I'm not going to post any kind of commercial on YouTube like I normally do. You'd have to go there to see it. You just have to know that it'll be there. Same for any sketches I do. I've got a lot of sketch ideas for TJTV that I wouldn't normally do for my YouTube channel. Mostly because it doesn't fit the theme. And like TJTV, it's not for the youngest of my audience. Had a lot of people still wondering about that. Why didn't you post TJTV on YouTube? Well, number one, YouTube frowns upon it. Number two, I frown upon it. It's very important to me that the younger demographic can still watch my videos, because I'm talking about toys. Kids are going to watch. So it's a little bit of give or take, hit and miss, that whatever you want to call it. But needless to say, it stays where it stays, bottom line, and anything related to that in the same kind of subject matter will go to the website instead. What about a Let's Play? I've been thinking about it. I've got an old adventure game that I'm pretty sure... if I say the name, someone is going to chime in with, oh, I remember that. It's one called Companions of Xanth, which is based on a book series by Piers Anthony that I used to read as a kid. I played the computer game as a kid, really liked it as a kid. Played a little bit as an adult. It blows. But because of the subject matter and just the way the game plays, I think it'd make a really amusing commentary, so I might do that just to pass time on the website. I'm looking for little filler things I can do that are TJTV-ish, but not TJTV. Something easier to do. How about that?